You are right up my street.
Oh, you can't make me choose.
Igo by Toyota sponsors T4.
Fuck me, Lee Ryan's 13.
Marlene.
I remember we couldn't remember the word for table.
This is Your Welcome America, the podcast that explains what the bloody hell Brits are banging on about.
In every episode, we translate British pop culture for America.
And American pop culture for Britain. You're welcome.
I am Ben.
I'm Frazer.
Frazer like Razor.
And I'm Laura.
I love how we've done that twice, and yet Laura talked over me both times.
Sorry.
Laura like Honora.
Wagon wheel Watusi.
We're all in quite a place today, aren't we?
I'd say we're at, what's that term, 6s and 7s? Oh no, that's what the kids
Oh
say now,
no,
isn't
don't
it?
use that one.
Yeah.
Say 8s and 9s.
We're in a fluster. I'll tell you what's happened.
What's everyone's issue?
So-
Fraser, you're up.
Main issue was that this is now we're coming to the third week of Mum being here, so issue number 1.
Ex-bloody-pedia.
Issue number 2 is that as I was setting up for the podcast today, my kitchen table kind of collapsed in two, and there's kind of a logic puzzle happening with it that I simply can't do. So right now we're sitting around on the sofa trying to record this episode, and everything feels very strange.
Meanwhile, Laura, what's your problem? What's your issue?
I don't really have one.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellie.
Oh, your issue is you don't have an issue.
Issues are just not worth the energy.
You said today was your first day not driving and you're a bit tired.
Yes, I am actually.
Yeah.
I'd say more relaxed and it makes you feel tired.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all in a depleted state, but
Yeah.
the beauty of us having to move to the sofa to record this is we're all Ben and I are very reclined. Laura's perched kind
I'm
of on
the
the edge.
opposite.
Laura's perched over a jigsaw puzzle in another box with a microphone propped up, but you are wearing very comfy clothes.
Yeah, I'm
You're-
fine.
You're in like a caftan today, aren't you?
I am, yeah. Just for comfort.
Nice.
What's the point in not being
In comfort.
in
I
comfort
hear
in
ya.
your home?
So what's going on? What's happening?
Well, I mean, we'll get into it with my topic, but I'm a little depleted from being an athlete yesterday.
Have a day off, Susan.
So my little leggies are a little sore, and I'm just sitting back. And as I've told you, this morning I've managed to eat. We're recording 1:30ish.
Yeah.
This morning I've managed to eat porridge with lots of stuff in it, a big bowl of pasta at 11:30 a.m. and a croissant. So my body's a little all over the place. Oh, no comment on that, everyone.
I was just thinking,
I was
I
waiting
don't
for-
think I could possibly eat all of that before this time of day.
Yes,
Yeah.
but this is your storyline. This is mum's whole thing. This trip especially, I couldn't possibly eat all that.
What have you eaten
And then
today?
little
had
does
today-
then she's in the corner snarfling away at a bag of crisps or some crackers, and
I've
couldn't
had
possibly
today,
eat a whole meal.
I've had one Weetabix, some granola with it, and some raspberries and blueberries, and unsweetened almond milk, and that's it. Ex-bloody-pedia.
So you haven't been like, just
Nothing
a
else.
few no little snacky bits.
Nothing else.
What? But you've had a cup of tea with that, surely.
2 cups of tea before that,
Right.
and water since.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellie.
Now, on Friday, you both hosted a cocktail party here. Mm-hmm. Was there any cheese or anything left? Any little bits?
Absolutely loads, and I was really hoping that you were going to be hungry.
When?
Today.
Yeah, when you came
Oh,
today,
right.
because there's
We'll
so
feed-
much cheese left
feed you
over.
some cheese when you're
I'm
done.
not a big cheese eater.
Oh, okay.
Here's my rule with cheese. I don't like cheese when it's the star,
Does anybody care?
like the star of the meal.
Yeah.
But when it's in stuff or part of other things, great, I'm there. So that's my issue with cheese. That was exciting, wasn't it?
I love cheese.
Does anybody care?
You have some then.
No, I'm not hungry, but I will when I am. That's what I'm
Yeah.
having today. Cheese,
Yeah.
crackers,
Does anybody care?
olives,
Does anybody care?
tomatoes.
Does anybody?
That'll do me fine.
I'll tell you about something that we did yesterday. We woke up, I was very hungover, and immediately had to get in a car and drive all the way to Santa Clarita
Oh.
because we visited the Balinson Ranch.
No, proper name of our friend Michael.
Oh, podcast nemesis Michael's parents' ranch. Outside of Santa Clarita, lovely town. So yes, we were very kindly invited to the ranch. We had a lovely drive up freeway.
Really?
Laura,
yeah, lovely.
on that day did not try and kill us, but there have been quite a few incidents of late. I was telling you this on Friday, I think, Ben, but Laura's got she's actually got too confident with driving here to the point where...
That happens in LA. It's an LA thing.
I was kind of pushing her a lot because she was really slowing down too much at lights. And, people get really pissy if you don't just use every part of the yellow light to get through.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was telling her to stop slowing down when we were coming up to traffic lights. And then Mum's taken that on board and taken that to mean to just simply drive through red lights.
Couple of times.
A couple of times just sailed through an intersection.
Couple of times I've done that.
It happens. Got to keep the traffic moving, keep the economy going.
Yeah, precise. That's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
we didn't get
Exactly,
P-boned, as they say, so everything's fine.
Yeah.
And,
Good.
as I keep saying to her, it's LA. It doesn't matter if you almost kill everyone because everyone's doing it. So we got to the ranch. We met all of the animals.
What was your favorite animal?
Oh,
Mine was the goats.
right.
Are they mini goats?
No, they were all...
I thought goats were bigger than that. I think they're mini goats.
Yes. Yeah, I think you're probably right, actually.
Yeah, I liked the mini goats the best. They were the friendliest and the kind of... I liked the donkeys and the mini cows were very sweet, but they were a little aggressive with trying to eat snacks from you, whereas the goats were very friendly and kind of sweet. They were kind of like dogs.
All right.
I liked the look of the alpacas.
You like the look of the alpacas,
Yeah.
but what about their personalities?
Didn't really have one.
Oh.
But I loved the look of them. They were really, I loved their faces.
Yeah.
I think I liked them the most.
Do you get to pet? Do you pet?
Yeah,
an
we went
Yeah,
in,
we went
fed
in.
them all. It was very nice.
And then-
Lovely, actually.
And we also got to feed podcast nemesis Michael's dad's pride and joy animals, which is the two giant tortoises that they have.
They're
Oh,
about
yeah.
70 to 75 years old.
And they're gonna live for like 300 years or something.
Yeah.
Which I'm very excited about Michael having to deal with in the future. It's very funny. So the highlight for Laura was Michael's dad took Laura out on the ATV, and they went on a kind of a
All-terrain vehicle.
all-terrain vehicle. And yeah, it was a
This was dramatic,
yeah.
to say the least. He went so fast when we got out onto an ordinary piece of road that I couldn't even really open my eyes, even with glasses on. And then he stopped, and then we stopped and got to a sheer drop into a really deep valley. And he said, "Are you ready for this?" And we were teetering on the edge of it, and it was vertical, and we went down it. So where's your class if you are? And that was the beginning of. Oh, I loved it. It was really.
So he essentially drove you off of a cliff.
He drove off of a cliff.
Which was a joke I was making inside the house while we were waiting for them. I said, I really hope he hasn't just driven them off of a cliff. But he did.
How long was I gone?
You were gone for so long. We were starting to get a little concerned.
Well, we got lost.
Tell Ben what you said to him when he asked why you weren't kind of freaking
He
out about...
stopped somewhere and said, "You're so calm. Why? How come you're like this? Are you always like this?" Because it didn't faze me. I loved it. It didn't faze me
Right,
at
we
all.
daredevil this one.
And I foolishly said to him, "Well, I have been a lobster fisherman."
Ariel.
I said, "I've done so many things, and some of them were not that safe, that it just doesn't bother me."
Former deep-sea lobster fisherwoman, Laura, no middle name York.
The seaweed is always greener
At one point, we took off.
under the sea.
Star of the Deadliest Catch.
Totally
Or
took
York.
off.
The deadliest catch!
They have a show called Wicked Tuna. Which
They do. I like River Monsters as well. River Monsters really makes me laugh.
I just have an
Wicked
image.
Tuna.
Wicked Tuna. I just have an image of like Laura wrestling a giant lobster.
Les poissons, les poissons.
The reason I said it and why it made me along the same feelings of, oh, well, was that when I was doing that, and we'd sometimes be in the roughest part of the Atlantic where it meets the Caribbean Sea, literally where they meet, and it's really rough. And we'd be there for maybe 5 hours just in it.
Then you want some sardine, 'cause that makes it nice.
It wasn't easy.
Were you diving to capture lobster
No, we were
cages?
pulling in a net that was really 200 feet long. Yeah, so that's why it came to mind. Just the only other time I've been in a situation that wasn't as safe as it should have been, I would say.
Didn't think the trip to the ranch was going to bring us to deep sea lobster fishing, did you?
From one terrain to another. Well, one thing I need to tell you all about is I had my work offsite and my holiday dinner, or Christmas do, as you would say in the UK.
Yeah, you do.
Speaking of lobsters, we ate, it was a sushi restaurant, so much food. Like the next morning, on like our WhatsApp chain for work, we're all like, I'm so full. I'm still so bloody full. And there were two, as I told you, two celebrities in the restaurant separately, but they weren't, I didn't think they were the right celebrities to play the guessing game with. But, you know, John C. Reilly and Linda Perry. So not seated together.
Do you know who...
I've no idea who they are.
I didn't think you would, otherwise I would have done a guessing game.
I'm guessing Katy Perry's sister.
Ariel.
Linda. Katie, is that your sister? Where's your sister Linda?
And John Ceno's brother.
John Ceno and John C. Reilly.
John Cena?
John and Ceno.
Yeah. Oh, famous wrestler John Cena.
What is his name?
Cena, but
Oh, right.
close.
Come on, that's not bad.
Oh, speaking of good name guessing games, I've got a little challenge for Laura here. She learnt two names when we were away. Actually, we need to talk about the fact we went to Palm Springs.
Oh, yeah.
Went to Palm Springs. She learnt two names, and I want you to repeat them again now. So, the name of the Hawaiian shirt brand. What's his name?
Tommy Bahama.
She could not get that. The whole time we were in Palm Springs, she was calling him Timmy Bananas.
I was, in my head, when you said it, I went in my head, Johnny Bananas.
That's the guy from MTV.
Yeah, and then
I
you said
kept
Tommy
on doing-
No, you're right, though.
I
Yeah.
know, but I wasn't.
And
That
who-
took a long time to reach that
And
point.
who's the guy that owns Margaritaville?
Jimmy Buffett.
Buffett! Gonna buff your head with a Buffett!
I want to say Jimmy Muffin all the time.
Jimmy Moffat?
Whatever.
Jimmy Mallet?
Jimmy Muffin. I don't
Timmy
really care
Mallet?
because I don't know him personally.
Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, near.
Jimmy Buffett
Close.
and Tommy Bahama. And
Very close.
When we went out for dinner in Palm Springs, Mum saw the outdoor restaurant outside of the Tommy Bahama restaurant and said, "Oh, this looks nice."
That looks nice.
And I said, "We can't eat at the Tommy Bahama restaurant. We can't."
So
It's
then I
too
was
much."
saying why, because I knew I've never heard of.
Yeah.
So I didn't know anything about any of it.
Anyway, do we have any feedback?
Let's have a look. Okay, you can get in touch with us on Instagram, on email. What's the email?
You're welcome, AmericaPodcast@gmail.com.
Speaking of email, Jason Michael got in touch, dropped us an email. Feedback, Hans. Hi, girls. Love the show and love you both. Correct.
Thank you. Oh,
I'm not sure. He said, I'm not sure if you're watching the latest Drag Race UK season. It's terrible, to be honest. But I had to tell you about the latest episode, which you may be obsessed about. It's the Makeover Challenge. And they bring on a bunch of Huns. Wait for it. I'm reading it. Michelle McManus, Charlotte Church, Mutia Buena, Tracy Beaker, Diane Parrish, Shobna Galati, and David Potts. I thought of you immediately as soon as the cast walked in. This is your episode. It's a Your Welcome America episode recap waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Please consider just doing this one episode as a recap. Love you both. Keep up the fab work. Jay, kiss, kiss. P.S. Bring back the podcast nemesis Thundercrack. Love that.
yeah. I think I've been missing a couple. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
You were moving your microphone around and making noise during Ben speaking.
Jimmy Buffett.
Wow.
Sorry, Ben.
I'm trying to have my moment over here, and you're just trying to steal the attention.
Now, I do believe that you and I talked about this episode IRL because I was watching Drag Race UK and you were not.
I was 100%.
You were very, very anti it, but yes, I was explaining the episode to you because I was saying it was genuinely like we've discussed half of the people on that cast are people we've done episodes on, so it was very exciting. You watched the episode too, didn't you, Mum? The makeover one.
I didn't.
Oh, I thought you were watching this series of Drag Race UK.
Didn't see that one. When
Oh.
was it? Jimmy Buffett.
It doesn't matter.
Wait,
But
so who's Diane Parrish?
she is from EastEnders.
Shobna Galati.
Yeah, she was in Coronation Street. You'd also recognize her. If you Google them both, they'll they'll be very familiar to you.
And then David Potts, we have discussed. He's
Yes.
the guy who was on like Ibiza Weekend or whatever. He was a club rat.
And his whole thing is that he just wears really short shorts.
Yes. And you were saying RuPaul was delighted
Yes,
with him.
RuPaul was completely swept away by David Potts.
By the way, speaking of this cast, Michelle McManus, one of my friends in Glasgow, seems to be working with her right now. Or maybe they're just friends. Misha's all over her Instagram. I'm like, of course. This all connects. Charlotte Church, we've done as a topic before, also was just on Traitors.
Yes, she's kind of dipping her toe back in. Mutia wasn't on the, she didn't get a makeover, she was on the judging panel for that
Got
episode.
it. And also Mutia has left us a voice note before.
She has.
Remember when we talked about how much we like the song Real Girl? And she went, thank you, in a voice note. And then Tracy Beaker. Tracy Beaker is the character name from the kids show.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was great. She was a real game for it. Her
I
name's
watched Tracy-
Danny something.
I watched Tracy Beaker. Don't remember a single thing about it.
Danny Harmer, that's her name.
Because I'm also getting confused with The Queen's Nose. And then also with, was that a show? The Queen's Nose?
Yeah.
And then I'm also getting confused with
2.4 children.
the Demon Headmaster.
Yes.
They're all merging.
They were all kind of one and the same. I feel like they all included a supernatural element. Oh no, Tracy Beaker didn't. It was about children that lived in a foster.
The foster
I'm
system.
not going to stop myself from laughing there. Very much not supernatural. Very
okay.
real, actually. And
So
quite...
Tracy Beaker was the non-supernatural
Yes.
one, but all the others had a supernatural element.
Yeah. The Queen's Nose. That was a strange one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember what happened in that either.
She had a magic 50 pence piece.
50 pence
50p.
piece. So, a magic 50p. Do 50p still exist?
And there was a lot of green screen in it.
Yeah.
Was there?
Yeah. And they were called Harmony and Melody.
Yes, I remember that.
Whoa.
Okay, well, thank you for that feedback. What feedback have you got?
It's just my friend Elisa. She got in touch saying, just listen to the UK Garage episode. I want to be at the sad 40-year-old white person party dancing to True by Jameson and Angel Blue, sipping on a lukewarm Bacardi Breezer, the lime one. I still have the
lime one.
I still have Girls by the B15 Project on cassette single.
Girls by the... Which one was that?
Girls like this, I know. Give it up, give it
that.
lovin'. It's mean anything to you?
Only the Bacardi Breezer.
Oh, loves how we drink this one. I tell you what, you would love some garage music.
When I listened to the episode, there was a lot of it I knew.
Yeah.
And I really thought, oh, this is good.
Yeah, exactly. I could genuinely see you having a bit of a groove
Yeah,
to some garage
I did
music.
like some of it that you were playing.
If you want to get in touch, give us a shout on Instagram and also email us at...
You're welcome, AmericaPodcast@gmail.com.
And let's just whiz to the rest of the episode, shall we?
Jesus Christ.
Jimmy Buffett.
And we're back. Ben's up first. What are you going to tell us about?
Well, I'm an athlete.
Have a day off.
Jimmy Buffett.
For crying out loud. Have a day off.
I love it when people try to convince themselves.
Wow.
Oh, she got you with that lobster claw.
Someone's got her lobster nets out. She's
just
trying to make a catch.
You just got an absolute pinch from one of those claws there, Ben.
that wicked tuna over there.
Well, I'm an athlete.
So, this weekend, yesterday, I competed in a Hyrox race. My topic is Hyrox, which is technically German because it started in Germany.
So we're going for a kind of an American topic and a European topic today.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So let me just quickly tell you what the Hyrox race is. I'm sure it's super exciting for you all to hear. Do you know what Hyrox is?
Absolutely not.
Well, thank God you're going to listen to this
I'm
then.
interested.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll see. So it's an indoor race. It's always the same format. They do them around the world. It's 8 kilometers run, but split into kilometers. So you run a kilometer, then you do 1,000 meters on the ski erg machine. Run a kilometer, 50-meter sled push. Run a kilometer, 50-meter sled pull. Run a kilometer, 80-meter burpee broad jumps. I almost died during that. Run a kilometer, 1,000 meters on the rowing machine. Run a kilometer, 200 meters of carrying weights, farmers carry. Run a kilometer, 100-meter sandbag lunges. Run a kilometer, 100 wall balls, which you're throwing. And that's that.
Jimmy Buffett.
So
Do you
that's
do
what-
this individually, or do you have a team or a partner? Or
You can do either. So I've done it as a partner before with a really lovely man in his 60s called Jim, and that was great.
Who ended up with a walking stick?
He did end up with a walking stick, yeah.
Yes.
He has knee problems though.
Okay.
So that was quite fun for me though, because it meant we could go quite slow in the run. So I'd be like, well, I had to go slow because of Jim.
Yeah.
And it gave me a real breather.
Yeah.
When
so
you're
what
doing
happened
it,
this year?
yeah, when you're doing it, well, it was fine, but the burpee broad jumps were pretty rough. But then I looked up and I saw one of my favorite people from we do trainings for like 3 months and Saturdays, blah, blah, blah. Her name's Marta. She's in her 70s. And I just saw her watching me and I was like, oh, Marta's here. I love her. And then I get called Posh Spice at my gym. So every now and again I'd be running or doing something. I just hear someone shout, Posh Spice! And I'd look around. So that was nice.
Treacle you're out of your mind. Ice cream, you're out of your mind.
Jimmy Buffett.
You're out of your mind. This chew's gonna punish you.
So yeah, I did it. I beat my last time. Fine, whatever. Let's talk about the Hyrox men, shall we? So essentially, just imagine like giant slabs of sweaty beef running around a course. But there is a very specific Hyrox look, I would say.
Just describe the look on my mum's face as you said, as you described all those hot men.
Real disgust.
Yeah, I'm a sort of almost vegetarian.
Are you?
Yeah.
So you're a lesbian?
Yeah. So those slabs of beef really would put me off.
You had a chicken sandwich the other day.
I only eat white meat. I don't like red meat.
You don't eat red meat?
No, I don't.
What about a bit of crispy bacon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now and again.
Oh, I've got her with a bacon. What about a nice sausage?
I didn't even have a burger yesterday at Ins and Outs. I just had
In and Out.
In and Out.
Yeah.
Oh, Ins and Outs is a magazine.
What about lasagna?
What's happening?
Not keen. I'm not. I've got
A
worse
sausage?
and less as years have gone on.
A sausage?
About once every 6 months.
Okay. 6 month sausage.
Yeah.
So anyway, the men.
That was...
just testing her for
that exchange was just wild to watch. Lasagna? What about a sausage? What are you two just talking about? I didn't even have it at Ins and Outs. It's a magazine.
What is Ins and Outs magazine?
It's a magazine for St Vincent. It's a tourism magazine.
Say it in the accent.
I can't.
How would people
unfortunately.
in St Vincent say it?
I can't do the accent.
You could try though.
No, it wouldn't work. You'd think I don't even know where I'd be from, an alien.
I kind of want you to try it.
I can't do it. I can't even hear it in my mind to even try and do it. You could, because you're good at accents, but I can't.
Well, also because I'm not white.
Why don't you try doing one to like help her out? If he does one, you have to do one, okay?
Yeah, all right.
Ins and Outs. I can't believe you did an impression. That's so racist. I'm going to bleep that out and then just leave in me calling you racist.
So let's talk about the men. There's a very specific look. Straight men, it's mainly straight men. They're all very buff.
Bible quote tattoos.
Yeah.
Bible quote tattoo, Corinthians.
Yeah, John
sure.
John 3:16.
Something like
That's
that.
something, right?
I don't know.
Or
her.
their daughter's name in Latin.
Susan
Maybe.
5480.
Oh, there was a woman I was behind in line for the bag check, and you're all wearing like gym clothes, and on her back, she clearly had a picture of a child tattooed in her back, but she was having it lasered off.
Ooh.
So it was just this like
Yikes.
it was almost like a ghostly child trying to get out of her back.
Oh my
It
goodness.
was really scary. But let's talk about the men.
Well, real quick, one of my favorite ones of those tattoos is when someone has a tattoo that says "Only God can judge me," and I always think, "I beg to differ," because I'm judging you right now. Anyway, the men.
The men. So there's such a look right now, and
Yeah.
in classic heterosexual world, it's like what gays were doing 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The straights are doing now. Mustache.
Yep.
Mullet.
Yep. Earring.
Select jewelry.
Yep.
And then tattoos. But
Yep.
just it's really and a hat.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's exactly what gay men were wearing 2 years
Right.
ago.
Right.
Silly straight people. Am I right, Laura?
Copying you.
Well.
Obviously, you set the
trend.
set the trend.
I did also see I would say maybe 2 or 3 white people with dreadlocks.
Oof, my goof.
That's a real.
Well, that's also
No.
That's also intense gym culture that has like slid into like kind of strange hippie anti like vaccination. It's all that kind of crowd, isn't it? It all falls under kind of one umbrella of like madness.
But then also with the excuse of, well, no, but when I get the cornrows, it's useful in the competition because my hair
Right.
doesn't get in the way.
Right.
And I'm like,
And it's like, well, I take testosterone, but I also don't believe in vaccine.
Oh, 100%. I did ask my friend afterwards, as I call my gym friends, my fitness colleagues, like afterwards, like, what percentage of people were anti-vax today? Very high.
Yeah.
And I will also say that just the general aesthetic, if I could apply it to a US state, I would say Utah.
God is my shepherd, and you all look like sheep.
Very,
It's very like fit,
Yes.
outdoorsy, white.
yes,
And
with an edge of terrifying kind of religious undercurrent.
100%.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
There was a woman speaking
What were you
of,
doing there then?
Oh! Speaking of white woman hair, there
Mm.
was because a lot of people take it. I like doing it because it's something to aim for, to train for, but do it with all my gym friends, great. But some people take it so like they are like, oh no, we're Hyrox athletes and are
Right.
training for times, and they then
And they travel. I bet they travel.
100%.
Yeah.
So they do well, and then they get to go to like Amsterdam to the World Finals.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like that going on. But there was this one woman, and her hair, it was almost like she was entering a dance competition. It was the most intricate. It was like, imagine one giant bit of hair, but then lots of hair ties throughout it. Between each hair tie, she'd loosened a bit of hair, so there was like a bit of hair sticking out. So it's almost like a dragon's.
Also kind of very kind of Utah or even Amish to have like a very intricate hairstyle. It's very like doing my daughter's hair for school where they never cut their hair. One of those kind of vibes.
That's
Totally.
not
Or-
Amish.
or getting
It's
my-
Presbyterian.
Or getting my daughter's hair done for a dance competition.
Right.
But it was like, oh, you've had this done for today. It was, fascinating. Do you want to know the song? Oh, and a lot of people as well who just look like RFK Jr. Like
Right.
very
Square
tanned.
jaw.
Yeah, grizzled and a lot of testosterone.
Yeah.
And
Bright red.
Yeah. A bit lizardy.
Kind of like a sausage about to burst out of its casing a little bit. Even fit, but like facially.
Totally.
There's a lot of that sausage face going on.
There was a lot of guys walking around with like really like serious mean faces. One I walked past and I burst out laughing because I was like, "What are you?" He was like walking around like. And it
How
was
many
just
of them do you think are on steroids?
Lots, but they wouldn't say that. They're on like testosterone replacement, but they're maybe like 23 years old.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
And
going on.
and they'd be using different terms for it. They'd be like, well, I'm on the T2 plan, which is Terminator 2.
Yeah. A lot of Terminator 2 people there.
Okay.
Just to really sum it up, the music as I cross the finish line, do you want to guess the most obvious? It has to be upbeat, obviously, because there's a live DJ playing. And I will say, halfway through, they did play Tinashe, No Broke Boys, and I was like, great, that's helpful for me.
LMFAO, party rock anthem.
No, I'm going to give you 3 guesses. That's guess number 1. So it's a very, like, upbeat, but more aggressively straight song than that.
Oh,
I'll give you a clue.
yeah.
It's not this song, but they did play The Killers at one point.
Sex on Fire.
100%.
Oh, it was?
As I was crossing the finish line, whoa, your sex is on fire. And I was like, yep, this sums it up. Yeah.
Oh, that song. Do you know what we're singing? You know what song we're singing?
Yeah, I do.
Go on then.
No, I can't do it as well as you just did. That was sarcasm.
Thank you.
You're gonna get caught in the lobster women's pincers, are you?
She's very crabby today.
Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much all I've got to say. That was Hyrox. I did it. I basically just wanted to talk about something that I've been training for, and I did yesterday, so I didn't
Yeah.
have to prepare anything else.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I feel like you'd really like it.
Yeah? Yeah. I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Give it a bash.
I think you would like it, listening.
That'll do.
Yeah.
It's worth saying this on mic that we have realised that Laura's catchphrase and go-to phrase is "that'll do."
That'll do.
And then I said to her, "Oh, you know, like in Babe," and she went, "What?"
If you could just put in right now, that'll do, Pig.
Yeah,
That would be
exactly.
great.
That'll do.
Jimmy Buffett.
That'll do.
So, what is the US equivalent? I would just say the US Army.
So not Marines, just general army.
SAS
I don't know,
training.
just like the US Armed Forces. I don't know what it's called.
Right.
So, Hyrox, the US equivalent of Hyrox is just the US Armed Forces, I guess.
There we are.
That'll do.
That'll do, yeah.
That'll do,
That'll
Pig,
do nicely.
And we are back. Okay, we've done.
What's so funny about that?
What's that got to do with my knob?
We've just had a discussion about metals.
I can't. Well, let's just move on. I can't.
So I've done the UK/European topic. What's the US topic?
We've been on our travels,
Yeah.
as you heard earlier. We've been to Palm Springs. We've been to the ranch. We've been to Santa Clarita, lovely
Malibu.
place. We've been to Malibu,
Marina Del Rey.
Marina Del
Yeah.
Rey. We also took a little trip to a town called
Santa Barbara.
Who's Barbara?
not Santa's sister.
Santa's sister's Barbara.
Yeah.
Santa Barbara.
So we moseyed on the freeway up to Santa Barbara.
Now, is this a day trip we're talking about?
It was a day trip.
It was a day trip. We arrived at, I would say, one of the strangest times you could be in Santa Barbara, which is 11 a.m. on like a Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
The streets were dead.
Oh.
There's nobody there.
It was just, it was completely empty. It was quite an odd arrival. It was like a little Twilight Zone-y. We were kind of like, is there anyone else in this place?
You're like,
yeah, look,
Yeah.
yeah, truly
Hello?
thought.
Is
Yeah.
anything open even?
Is anything real?
You couldn't tell.
So we arrived. They've got a lovely kind of central promenade, if you will, pedestrianized one big central street that was very nice to look at.
It was.
is that where the train goes through?
No.
That goes to the end
At
of that.
the end of it,
Got
yeah.
I thought let's stop and just like get a little coffee and fuel up. So we walked into a Starbucks. The sign outside was Starbucks. We stood at the counter and ordered a Starbucks. And then we were sitting down having a drink, and Mum said, "Why does it say Starbucks on my cup?" And my answer was, because we're inside a Starbucks. And then she proceeded to then say, "I've never been inside a Starbucks before." Liar.
When have I been? With you?
Clearly, you must have been.
Of course we've been in a Starbucks together.
Where?
I don't know.
Train
There we are, you
station, an
see. I'm
airport.
just testing you.
This is very kind of US politician of you just to be like, where's the proof? I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
I've
really
because I
gaslighting
don't
me.
drink coffee. I wouldn't entertain going in anywhere.
She won't entertain going in anywhere.
Anywhere.
No, not just for a. Well, I
Costa?
don't drink coffee. No,
You've never been
I've
in
been in Costa once, and it's in
Once.
the retail park where I work, and I went with colleagues because we had a meeting there. So I've been twice.
Wait, hang on. You went with colleague on a retail. Wait, hang on. There's so much. There's so much to pick at
From
here.
Sophology, they went.
You went. Okay. So you went with colleagues in a retail park to
Yes.
Costa Coffee for a meeting.
Yeah, opposite my workplace.
And
I
what
could
did
see
you
it
have?
from out the window.
Did you get a hot chocolate?
Yes.
I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is.
I did have a
Because
hot
it was a work
chocolate.
meeting. Did work
Yeah.
pay?
Yeah.
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 So you've been to Starbucks once, Costa Coffee once. Have you ever been inside a Cafe Nero?
I think probably not.
Pret?
Yes, to get a sandwich to take away.
Yeah.
Stop whispering.
Greg's?
I haven't been in Stop Whispering. Where's that?
Greg's?
Greg's once in New Forest, Lymington, to get a sausage roll. But I didn't even go in, actually. Who I was with went in. So I haven't, no.
I've never been in
Well, I was
either.
about to say this could be a joining of the two Liars Club for the. We've never been inside a Greg's.
I've never been inside
I'll
a
tell
Greg's.
you
What?
Starbucks, when we went and ordered, I didn't. Frazer then went in to use the bathroom, and I just stood at the counter waiting, blocking up the line, the other two people that were waiting. I didn't know that you moved away and they called you out or call out.
Called
when it's
you
ready.
out?
Yeah.
Did they call you
But
out?
I had no idea. And I just stood looking at him and he was looking at me and I said, okay, you bring it to the table, do you? And walked
This is
away.
when we start to expand into just have you ever been anywhere and done anything with anyone and learned
Well,
about
plenty,
society.
but
Can I
not
just say,
that.
I also love how you went to Santa Barbara, this lovely coastal town, and you went to a Starbucks. Was there not like a nice coffee shop?
We honestly couldn't find one.
Okay.
There was. I thought we thought we found one.
We found
'cause it was
a
but
bakery.
they didn't have a coffee machine.
It wasn't that. It didn't have what you needed at that moment.
No, they didn't have a coffee machine either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What did you
no,
need
they
at the moment?
didn't.
The bathroom?
I was literally
Yeah,
going to piss
he
myself.
absolutely needed
Yeah,
the
I was going to
bathroom.
die.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's how we started. We started
Strong start
we
to the
started-
day.
We started on a lie, and then we strolled down to the Santa Barbara Pier, which
Lovely.
I have to tell you was stunning to look at. We went on a beautiful day. I do believe at that point that some kind of sewage was being pumped underneath the pier as we were on it, because I have never smelled anything quite like it. It was
Really? Quite whiffy.
pure like sulfur. It was like rotten egg kind of sulfur smell. So much so that we actually couldn't walk to the end of the pier because
No.
we were both like kind of gagging.
Yeah, let's go back. That's the oldest wooden working pit wharf in California.
Oh, hello.
Do you know what WHARF stands for?
No.
Warehouse at Riverfront.
That's really interesting. And
It
I
is.
sound like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not. That's
Yeah,
really good.
yeah.
I'm going to remember that. I like that.
Yeah, it's the oldest one.
What's really weird about Santa Barbara Pier is there is a car park or a parking lot on the pier,
Yeah.
and you drive onto the pier to park.
kind of like driving onto a ferry.
Truly, it has like a barrier, a ticket barrier and everything.
I
All these
know.
people are driving
Completely
along this...
wooden. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Really weird.
Yeah.
And there was this... Someone's sitting in their car having a sandwich with like the sulfur
With
egg
that
smell.
smell,
It
they had
was-
the window down.
Maybe they're having an
Probably
egg,
had
sandwich.
Yeah, egg salad.
I think that
egg
just
and
added,
rice.
added to the taste.
Egg mayo.
Oh, I've already, when I land in Glasgow this coming Saturday, I already know, get off that plane, get my luggage, go to the M&S. Maybe I'll get a little prawn sandwich. Straight after a long haul flight, we prawn sandwich.
What about, are you going to do
Nice.
that in Norwich when you get off the plane
Of course
on Tuesday?
not. I only live 3 minutes from the airport. I
what-
might do it in
So what
where
you
I'm going.
Yeah, what are you going to do when you get home then? What's the first thing you're going to eat when you get back?
Oh, well, I'll have a cup of Earl Grey tea because Nan
Yeah.
always wants to make me tea because it's her thing.
Okay.
Because she likes to do something, and that's. And then I will have to. I won't eat. I never do. I'll have to just have a
She never
shower.
eats.
Well, she barely eats anything.
But wait a minute, you're
Have a
gonna.
shower.
What about after your wild stop off in Las Vegas?
Well, I've got another 5 hours in Amsterdam.
Oh, I know that Schiphol.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've got a pass. I'm going in a lounge.
Which what? KLM?
I've got an Amex pass. Aspire. The lounges.
Oh, I tell you what, that lounge card has been a real hoo-ha that's involved...
Has a bit.
It's been an international brouhaha that has involved my
has a
brother, who
bit.
is currently in Kazakhstan, being
Oh,
on
really?
the phone. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Love how
He
he's
rung
involved.
Me.
Yeah, it's
He
been an
rung me
international
just
dilemma.
before on Friday night, just before the first people got here.
What
He
did he
rang me
say?
about it.
Oh, there was just there was lots of
Well, it's
arguments
his
and
card with my name on
Oh.
it. And they came in the post and he didn't ask for them. They just arrived and he said, here we are, we've got these, look, lasting 2 years or whatever. And I said, great, good timing.
and
'cause
then
I've
Mum
got
was
all this
convinced.
time."
Mum was convinced. She went, "Well, I think it's a scam. They just send you." And I said, "Who's they?" And she went, "American Express."
I do want to say that on TripAdvisor, the Aspire Lounge, it's called Aspire Lounge 41 in Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. 1.4 stars out of 5. Long waiting, could not enter. Disrespectful staff. Flight got delayed, so wanted to use lounge. What's the point of having such lounge with so little ... And then it trails off.
Oh.
So I'm excited for your review.
Yeah, I mean,
I was hoping to find a corner.
you do
just to
really well in
curl
the
up.
face of people being disrespectful. You're
you're-
very calm and nice.
You're flying
in
on a
those situations.
Tuesday. I think you'll be fine.
I will be fine because
Yeah.
I'll make sure I am.
All right. It's not a threat.
No, I'll make sure that they're not disrespectful and they will do as I ask.
Okay, so back to Santa Barbara.
Jeez, Louise. Yes.
So what do you do next after you vacated the eggy smelling pier?
Well, yes, we saw the lovely train where the train crosses. The train station's lovely in
Oh,
Santa
it's
Barbara.
lovely. That's a
Very-
great
Absolutely
train line, the
gorgeous.
very
surf liner.
picturesque. Yeah, and then we honestly really did not do that much in Santa
No.
Barbara. We packed a picnic and we
Yes.
had a little picnic in the grounds of the old courthouse.
Yeah.
because it's this like gorgeous
Magnificent
old
building.
It's all like the architecture's all very kind of Spanish mission style,
Yes.
and the courthouse is kind of a gorgeous example of that. And then we just sat and had sandwiches and watched people going into the regular court across the street.
Oh,
But busy
busy.
for a Tuesday afternoon.
A lot of crimes being
Very
committed in Santa
busy.
Barbara.
Busy day at
Yeah,
court.
it certainly was.
Santa Barbara's lovely. I've stayed there a couple times before.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to go swimming there, actually.
Okay.
But it's also one of those places where you go and you think, I'm just going to have a really lovely, chill weekend. And I'll just get like a real cheapy little hotel. All the hotels are expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the little motels, I'm like, woo.
Oh,
It's
okay.
There's also slightly threatening undertone of kind of scary control of what Santa Barbara looks
Without
like and
a
is
doubt.
like.
What do you mean?
So we were walking. We saw people in. First of all, I just saw this person in like a red jacket. They were like picking up some like rubbish, translation trash from the floor and putting it in the bin, garbage can. And I saw on the back it said like downtown Santa Barbara improvement or something.
Association.
Sanitation improvement
It
team.
had like a vibe.
Association,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it was an association. And then we noticed that two of them were walking along together and they stopped an unhoused man from lighting a cigarette. They were like, "Get off the street if you want to smoke." And there was a few things like that where it was a little like, I was like, "Ooh, who runs this town and what's going on here?" It felt like Scientology or something. It had kind of a
And
vibe.
I think because it was so empty, there were no tourists, so it was highlighted.
Yeah, it
because
felt like we were the only people on the street.
Yeah, because we were looking only at things like that. We were definitely far outweighed by unfortunate homeless people.
Yeah.
Than
Really?
anyone else. I would say 10 to 1 on that day.
Wow.
A lot.
I think Santa Barbara, it's very wealthy, very white, and it's kind of like right-leaning liberal people.
That's exactly what I said to Mum. I was like,
what he said.
I was like, this is full of people who are like voting left, but really acting right.
Yeah.
in what they do.
When I went a number of years ago, I found myself in this cafe right on the waterfront, and it was like, like a busy kind of nice looking cafe that people clearly, tourists and locals, go to. And I was in it. It was like, this is nice. And I'm looking around, looking at the decor. I'm like, wait a minute. Everything in here I would describe as tribal. And it was this whole restaurant that was sort of themed around all these very problematic cartoon characters that, and I looked into it, and there'd been a giant, I can't remember what it was called, but there'd been like a giant uproar, as there should have been, because it'd been there since like the 50s or 60s, but it was started by white people, but it was all based on caricatures of black people. And it was, yeah. So, but on the surface, I'm like, this is a nice place.
Yeah.
This is fun. Blah, blah. And then you just look a little closer at everything. You're like, wait a minute.
That's how I would describe it. I felt like we kind of really saw the system of like unhoused people being kind of moved around to try and like get out of the way of like the tourist area, and it felt really like
Very
like,
a bit uncomfortable
Yeah.
in how it was being done and by who. It
Real
reminded
draconian,
me,
wasn't it?
Yeah, and I said to Fraser, it really gave me a feeling of Stepford Wives. All of it.
Yes.
Like Truman
the-
Show.
Yes.
all the perfection
It
and
was
the-
definitely like a facade. It's a very nice facade, but
Yes.
you could kind of feel you're like, ooh, something wicked this
Yeah.
way comes.
It's a bit like yesterday when I was driving through like the whole Disneyland area, all directly surrounding it. Everything's quite pristine, and you're
Yeah.
driving through it. You're like, wait a minute. I think this is because it's all privately owned and there are
Right.
cameras everywhere.
We decided not to stay, actually.
Yes,
We had enough.
We were meant to be having a full day in Santa Barbara,
And
but
we didn't.
We kind of cut and run because we were a bit like, should we?
We'd had enough.
Should we
of that.
leave?
Yeah.
So is there somewhere in the UK that's like, we can't say Brighton, but somewhere that is, I kind of imagine if there was like Windsor, like by the sea.
Yes,
Is there
yes.
somewhere like that vibe?
It reminds me a bit of what's that place that they built for millionaires off the coast of like the Sands?
Yeah.
Where's this?
So is it off of Bournemouth?
Yeah, it's almost a spit, but it's all millionaire.
A spit. What does that mean?
A spit.
I don't know what that means.
Look it up.
Well, no, can you tell us?
Yeah, so it's a piece of land that's very long and narrow, and it's long and narrow out into the sea. It's called a spit.
Oh.
But big enough to have houses on it.
Yes,
Sandbanks.
that's it. It's an area near Bournemouth called Sandbanks. It's a peninsula in Poole known as the UK's most expensive locations, famous for its ultra-expensive waterfront mansion, private jetties, and celebrities.
Yeah.
Oh, which celebs?
Let me see.
I'm going to guess like Abby Clancy. Is it that kind of vibe?
Who lives on Millionaires Row Sandbanks? Former England football manager Harry Redknapp, chef Rick Stein, speaking of lobsters, and Channel 4 presenter Celia Sawyer. I don't know who any of these...
Oh, no, Rick
You know who Rick Stein is?
Well, I do, yes.
And Harry Redknapp.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
A
true.
son called Jamie who was married to your friend.
Louise.
My
Yeah.
friend Louise, yeah.
My friend Louise.
Just, I think maybe just from a kind of an expensive place by the sea. But I also think maybe it's got vibes of like, say, the Cotswolds, where it's a bit like,
Oh, yeah.
it is a traditional village or a traditional town, but it's been so moneyed and kind of sanitized that like, I can imagine you don't get the usual people hanging out in the village that you would get, you know, if it wasn't the Cotswolds.
I think that's a really good equivalent because Cotswolds, you think, oh, farming, countryside. And you think Santa Barbara, like, oh, the ocean,
Yeah.
by the water. And you go for those things, but
Right.
then it's like a moneyed,
Yes.
weird
A kind
version of that.
Yeah, where you're like, yeah, exactly. It's like a parody of a beach town or a parody of like a
Yes.
countryside town where like
Yes.
everyone's play acting that they live in a beach town or a country town, but
Yeah.
it's all kind of fake.
Lymington.
What?
Hello?
Who?
Lymington.
Lymington. I don't know what that is.
Don't you? It's in the New Forest and it's beach based, but it's all very upmarket with a high street that has a market every Saturday that's all incredibly well run up. The whole street's closed off for it, and
Like a farmer's market.
yeah,
thing.
but it's all it's in the New Forest, which is everything's expensive in the New Forest. So very much
The look on Ben's face as you were saying this just
I've
very
just-
funny.
A well-run
You
farmer's
just-
market on a
you-
Saturday.
You'd almost left. It's almost like you were on your way home, already driving back to your house. Just the blank look in your eyes as she was talking was quite something.
all independent.
Oh, she's still going.
Boutiques and
Okay.
all
Oh,
that sort of thing.
Independent, not mass corporations.
No, none
Well,
of that.
should we ignore what you just said and maybe say that the UK equivalent of Santa Barbara is the Cotswolds?
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Okay, well that's it.
Jeez Louise, this has been quite the episode.
It'll
you're,
do.
You're gonna hear it, yeah. You're gonna hear the edited down version, but just know that there's a raw vocal of this episode that is 700 hours long.
Please get in touch with us on Instagram, email us. Laura, thank you for being a guest for the second time.
Thank you
Yeah.
for having me here.
Yeah.
Oh wow, first time she's used the correct volume on mic right at the end of the episode. Perfect.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
You are right up my street.
Oh, you can't make me choose.
Igo by Toyota sponsors T4.
Fuck me, Lee Ryan's 13.
I remember we couldn't remember the word for table.